Alright, this is a review for the Magnetic Stir Best Choice by ANZESER. Probably butchered that, but the description, let's focus. Come on, there it is. Alright, says 3000 RPM with stir bar, max stirring capacity 3000 milliliters. Let's open it up. Alright. Man, this focus is not doing so good today. There it is. Alright. First thing, looks like power adapter. AC. Unwind this. See how long the cord is. Probably about 2 foot. Not long, but it's quite doable. There's the unit. Piece of paper. It says this device is widely used for heating and stirring in the school, laboratory, industry, mining, and food processing. Complete, connect power, turn on, turn the speed knob. Items, picture, nothing. Alright, let's look at the unit. Open it up. Ooh, so shiny. So, guessing that's the magnetic surface. Power on the back. I think it's really clean. No blemishes. Nice rubber feet. Feels really lightweight. Okay, so there's a click to be off all the way, then low speed, and probably max speed. So that's probably a power indicator. Let's plug it in. Alright, my cord's not long enough. Alright, just got a longer cord. I'm going to plug this in. This is turned off. And that's kind of hard to plug in. I think it's in all the way. Alright. Alright, so the light gets brighter the higher it is. Okay. This is still on. That's off. On. You can hear something spinning when it's on. Alright. Let's turn it back off. Get the star bar out of the package. Can't ever open those up, so I'm just going to bust it right through. Bingo. Alright. This has like a nice powder coat finish on it. It's not powder coat. I'm not sure what it is. Alright. Well, that's stuck right to the middle. Cool. Alright. Turn it on. Low speed. Ooh, she's turning. Alright, that's about middle of the way up. Wonder if I turn this to the side, it would be better. Oh, that didn't work. Turn it off. Alright, let's turn it on now. Yeah, it seems like there's some friction to it. It might be just because it's on the base itself. Oh, it works. Let's go get some water. Test it. Alright, just get some water. That comes off. Don't know how much water this is. We do etching, usually in silver or copper or whatever else that we have metal wise. We use some kind of acid. I can't remember what it is, but you want to agitate it, so that's why we got this piece. Drop that in there. Let's move the camera some. Get the light in. Let's turn this up. Okay, so that was immediately faster. Nice. So that's halfway. Got a nice little cyclone. That is halfway. Oh, alright, it just popped out of the middle when I was a little bit up. I might need some more water or something. Let's turn it off. I mean, that's probably more than enough that we'll use. Alright, I'm gonna get some more water in there. Alright, so I'm gonna just add more water to this. Again, this is, zoom out, not even halfway. Add a whole bunch more water. That probably doubled it. And this is about 26 ounces, 750 milliliters. And there's probably about 15, so this is probably about half capacity. So I'm going to try to kick this up and see if it knocks it out of the middle again. Ooh, nice. That is just over halfway, and that is moving that pretty good. Kicking up all the way. Alright, we got like a vortex forming. That is max power. Pretty cool. It's splashing a little bit, but I mean, oh, so when you slow it down, it seems to get knocked out in the middle. Turn it off, moves back, and then kick it back on. Oh, so that's kind of touchy. But to reset it, all you have to do is just turn it off. I think the trick is to start it off kind of slow. But, well, let's see. I got up pretty fast that one time, just by going up a little bit at a time. I think you just have to wait for the water to catch up. Kind of annoying, but I mean that's what we're going to use it for, so I can't really complain. Alright, that's it. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is the size. So we're about 5 inches wide, 7 inches deep, 1 3/4 inches tall, pretty much exactly. Now the metal part is looks like 4 7/8 inch solar part. I'm hoping that seems pretty waterproof, but I guess we'll see. Then this bowl is pretty big. It was at the top it's a 8.5. The bottom is probably 6.5. It has a little bit of a convex to it, so maybe that caused some of the issue. We usually do a flatter surface, but I couldn't find it. But I'm pretty happy with this.
So this review is for the ANZESER magnetic stirrer. We've also got a magnetic stir bead in the bottom of the beaker, which is what's used to actually store the material. And OmniLab's beaker set, which contains multiple sizes. This one's a liter beaker, but we've also got a half liter, a quarter, and so on, all the way down to a really tiny beaker. So you can actually see how it works if you haven't used one before. These are really common in labs. They come in two forms, ones that stir only, and also ones that can heat while stirring, and they get quite hot. I found both of them also useful in just regular kitchens when you're doing preparation where you need to be exacting and where you need something stirred for a while, especially if you go to the hot plate version. You can actually prepare soups and other things and keep it under a constant stir. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. The first thing you do is there's a knob that you just twist, and it starts off in a green, and very slowly inch it up, and then it starts spinning a little bit, and as it goes it spins a lot more. So I'm going to back this off to, I'm just going to take it down all the way for a second, let it kind of stop. If I were to take, this is 2 tablespoons of cream. I'm just going to pour it in there, and the water's still moving a little bit so you see it move, but then I'll bring the stir up. And this water is cold, so normally coffee wouldn't mix really well into it. This is 2 tablespoons of instant coffee into 300 milliliters of water. And then we can turn it up. And if you'll notice, you get a good blend right away. You don't have to mess with it. If this beaker was much more full, laying a glass plate over the top would make sure that it doesn't spill. And right now, this is at half speed, so it can go quite a bit more. but you get kind of the point. It I find them really useful in mixing things like reconstituting beef bouillon paste, like better than bouillon, because you can take warm to hot water, drop the mix into it, turn the stirrer on, and let it work its magic until you're ready to incorporate it into your dish. This one is actually a great value. It's way cheaper than the last one I had that finally broke after 15 years, which did have a hot plate but was way more expensive. This was a bargain. I hope that was useful. So far, all 3 items have worked great. If you purchase separate additional stir magnet beads, you get a pack like this that's full of them. It's 8 total. And then the plate itself comes with 1. I like to have spares because as soon as I'm done mixing one thing, I'll set it off to the side and work through cleaning it later when I'm done cooking. Anyway, I hope this was helpful and have a great day.
Okay, the ANZESER magnetic stirrer test. Ooh. That's pretty low. Kind of medium. It's a 2-liter Erlenmeyer flask. Let's crank this sucker up. Vortex! Oh yeah! Awesome. Very responsive. Simple. And it works. What more can you want?